Okay, the application has been lodged. As you can see, it is a thick application. Apart from this application, there's also a separate bundle of evidence which deals with all the issues that are raised in this application. So that process has now been done. Yeah, I guess that is all that there is.
When is it likely to be heard?
What are you seeking? What's the order that you're seeking?
We're seeking a declaration to the effect that the presidential election was not properly conducted. It was not conducted in terms of the Constitution. It was not conducted in terms of the Electoral Act. It was not conducted in terms of standards of fairness, transparency, and accountability. Consequently, we also seek a declaration to the effect that the announcement made by Justice Chigumba declaring Comrade Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa as the duly elected president of Zimbabwe is faulty at law. It is null and void and must be set aside. And on the basis of the evidence that we've placed before the court, we seek in the main relief to the effect that the court must declare the proper winner, and that proper winner is my client. In the alternative, we seek that there be another election which complies with the details of the law, which complies with the letter and spirit of the Constitution of Zimbabwe.
Can you walk us through what happens next from here? What is the process?
What happens next is that the respondents, if inclined, must now file their opposing papers. They must do so within 3 days. But reckoned from today, the matter must be heard with and determined within 14 days. And as regards the inauguration, there is no inauguration that's going to take place up until the matter has been resolved by the court. That is the position.
Who are the respondents?
The court will give a fair judgment, Mr. Paul?
We wouldn't have come to court if we thought the courts would not give a fair judgment. Look, some of us are courtroom animals. Some of us have lived in court all our lives. Whenever we think that there is a case, we bring that case to court. The determination is something that is within the remit of the court. So ultimately, what we can do is to bring, as we have done, the application. Everyone is going to go through the application. Everyone is going to follow through the arguments, and thereafter the court will make its determination. It is for the court to make a determination, and it is for us to argue the matter.
Who are the respondents?
The respondents are the parties to the election and as well as the umpire in its various constituents.
Are you ready for the wait that this case, over 2 million people are waiting on you to dispense this matter with the technicality that it deserves? Are you ready for that?
Yes, I have never before felt this kind of burden on my shoulders, but I've never been more ready. I am ready to defend the 16 million Zimbabweans. I am ready to defend those who voted for my client. I am ready to argue the matter and make no mistake about it.
Are you not concerned with the parliamentary 5,000 votes, extra votes?
Less than that.
And so you found them?
Of course.
Can you tell us what the figure is?
You'll see the figure in the application. But there are so many things that you're going to see in the application. For instance, we've managed to place before the court unpopulated, those signed V11 forms. And how does that happen? We've managed to place before the court V11 forms which show an attempt to erase the figures that had been entered. We've managed to place before the court all the mathematical and statistical irregularities. We've managed to place before the court the background issues that bear on the conduct of a free, fair and credible election. Okay. So what we must now do is to argue the matter.
Okay guys, thank you.